What's happening, party people? Today I wanted to recap over the last 2 weeks because I have been terrible at keeping track of time, and 2 weeks has passed since I put out a video, and so today we're going to be recapping November 4th and November 11th. Last time I was talking a little bit about pushing the pedal a little bit more and sort of giving my training and my overall intensity and effort to be higher. And so far I feel like I've been doing that fairly well. And in the measurements, which you'll see now, we've made a slight increase, or we've made slight improvement in the weight. The scale weight is coming down, the body fat percentage is coming down, which is making me feel really good, and making me feel like I'm on the right track and doing the right things. So that's a huge win for me over the last 2 weeks with things getting a little bit hectic. But overall, making me feel like I'm on the right track and it's feeling really, really good. On the topic of the habit tracking that I've been doing, or the behavior tracking, which you'll see, I've been sparse on some things and I've been really good with some other things. So what that tells me is that I need to pare down a few different things. While I think that this is where, like, being able to do those things listed, I think that's going to be very valuable for me going forward, and I know I need to adjust my schedule accordingly, and definitely put in a bit more effort on making all of those check boxes every day. I sort of planned this a little intentionally, because doing 6 or 7 habits or behaviors up there, I knew it was going to be a challenge, and that was intentional. I also wanted to highlight the fact that if there's something that I'm not super passionate about, or I don't really connect with, I don't do it as often, as you'll see, I think under the tab of social strategy. It's something that I know I need to get to, but I'm still working on getting there, and that's just a matter of how it is. Overall, though, I'm pretty happy with where things have been going over the last 2 weeks, even though time has been a little bit hectic and I haven't made a video over the last 2 weeks. It's a part of being an adult and part of life. Things are going to come up, and other priorities are going to take over, and that's just how we have to adapt in our lives. And making sustainable change is taking the hits when they come, and when there's a clear path, you got to sprint throughout that. So I hope that this is a good example for you guys to see, and sort of relaying back to why this whole thing started is I wanted to share this stuff with you, even though I'm kind of in the seat of the professional, or like I should know what I'm doing. Just because you have the knowledge doesn't necessarily mean that it just magically happens. You got to put in the effort, and you got to put in the work to make significant change. And while I'm seeing trends towards the better, they're still not quite where I want them to be. And so I'm hoping in the next 2 weeks that my actual scale weight is below 190. And I have a good feeling that the body fat percentage is also going to be below 19%. So with that, in the next coming week and a half to 2 weeks, that's when things are really going to make a big impact. At least that's my intention. We'll see what actually pans out. But that's kind of my mini goal within this time frame in the next 2 weeks, that I will be below 190. And we'll see what happens from there. That's all I wanted to share today. Just a quick update. I didn't want to make this one too long, even though it's we're covering 2 weeks. I just wanted to get it out there so it wasn't just sort of hanging and looming over my head. I wanted to get it done. That's all I wanted to talk about. We'll see you guys in the next one.